Hi, my name is Ian Wright. I'm a certified senior client technical specialist with the IBM Corporation System Storage, and today we're going to be going through an introduction on FlashCopy. In order to make a replica of any volume in the IBM Storwize V7000, we use the FlashCopy feature, which is included in the system. The process is very quick and easy with the IBM Storwize V7000 interface, and all that we have to do to get started is go to the Copy Services menu and click Flash Copy. Here we see a list of all the volumes that we have. By right-clicking on a volume, we get a menu that shows us that we can quickly create a new snapshot, new clone, or new backup. If we click on any of them, we will create a replica within the same storage pool as the source volume. Seen here, we now have quickflash_01. If we want to create a replica in another storage pool or in a particular volume, we need to go to the Copy Services menu and click on Flash Copy Mappings. Then we click on New Flash Copy Mapping, and we can choose the source volume and the target volume, and click Add. We can also create additional flash copy mappings. In fact, we can go up to 256 flash copy mappings for a given source volume, depending on the needs of an individual business or application. And we'll finish this off with snapshot target T4. Click Next, and we have three different options. Then we have mouse over definitions for what each is, as far as snapshot, clone, or backup. In this case, we're going to make all these replicas snapshots, which means that we can be thin provisioned and that not all of the data will copy over right away. Each of these flash copy mappings, T1, T3, T2, and T4, is going to represent a different point in time. So we'll start each one in sequence. And no copy operation needs to complete in order for the source and the target volume to become available for both reads and writes. As of this point, when the task is completed, both are available, and all data appears to be on both the source and the target. Now, because we're considering this to be different points in time, we're demonstrating that sometimes it's useful to create a snapshot every few hours as a way to guard against the corruption of data. If our source data volume was corrupted, for example, at some point after snapshot target T2 was created, we would want to go back to that point. In order to do this, all that we have to do is create another flash copy mapping. This one will be from snapshot target T2 to snapshot source. And we'll start. Right here we see that the actual command that has run is a restore. That means that we are copying the data that was in the snapshot target T2 back to the source source volume, and that brings us back to the original point in time. Very fast, very non-disruptive process. If in another case we had an example where 3 volumes were part of an application and shared some dependencies, we would need to make sure that any of the replicas that were made of them were made at the exact same time. With FlashCopy, we can do this with consistency groups. First, we go to the Copy Services menu and select Consistency Groups. Then we click on New Consistency Group, and we're going to call this FlashCon Group. Click Create. And then we can define new FlashCopy mappings within the same window by clicking on New FlashCopy Mapping. In this case, we're going to pick the con group source and con group target volumes. And we'll make these clones. Yes, we're going to map these to, or add these mappings to a consistency group, and it's going to be our FlashCon group. Click on Finish, and it's done. At this point, if we want to create a replica, we're going to go through the Actions button here. And when we click Start, the entire consistency group begins its copy process at the exact same time. This means that we have a power fail level of consistency between the 3 volumes, so that if we ever needed to use them, it would be as if we were bringing up the application after a power switch was flipped off. And so maybe we need to replace some logs, but the data would be good and it would be consistent. So we could restart the application very quickly. It is also worth noting that FlashCopy within the IBM Storwize V7000's virtual environment is capable of creating replicas anywhere within the virtual environment. So, for example, if we want to create a replica that is on an external disk system, we can do so. There's no reason that we can't. In this case, we're going to go back to FlashCopy mappings and create a new one. The source volume is going to be external FlashCopy source or flash source, and the target is going to be external flash target, which is resident on a DS8700 that is being virtualized through the Storwize V7000. This one we'll create as a backup. Click Next. No. So even though this is outside of the main shelves of the IBM Storwize V7000, we are still just as easily able to create a replica on it and maintain it just like we would any other replica in the IBM Storwize V7000 environment. For environments where Oracle, DB2, SAP, Microsoft SQL Server, or Microsoft Exchange Server are in use, you may wish to consider the FlashCopy Manager option. This feature allows you to create application-integrated snapshots, clones, and backups, which means that FlashCopy Manager will take all the steps that are necessary to flush out the buffers, put the application into hot backup mode, or interface with VSS in order to make sure that the FlashCopy replica represents a complete copy as opposed to a power-fail consistent copy. This is something that you could use to back up to tape or to do a very fast restore without having to replay any logs. While it is not necessary, it is something that is worth considering. For further information on FlashCopy or FlashCopy Manager, go to www.ibm.com/storage/Storwize V7000 or contact your IBM sales specialist or business partner, and they will be happy to help you. Thank you very much, and special thanks to the Advanced Technical Skills System Storage team, in particular Gonzalo Fuentes, Dominic Pruitt, and Bill Wiegand, for making the IBM Storwize V7000 available for these videos and for providing support in creating them.